Just seems like a lock has just been added to a door. And Chriselda? Okay.
Well, that's right, Tepi. So you see more arrests being made here at this roadblock here in Johannesburg, one of three major roadblocks that are underway in Johannesburg this evening. Johannesburg Metro Police, as well as the South African Police Service, are certainly out in their numbers this evening. You would know, of course, that many people have not gone away as a result of the rising COVID-19 numbers, and as a result of that, many people have opted to stay in the particular areas at this point. You would see here the contingent in terms of the number of police that are here, as well as quite I must say, quite heavy in terms of them trying to ensure that many people are complying on the roads. Many police officers are also saying, that they're trying to get people to comply with many of the regulations, to keep their masks on as well. I'm going to bring in the chief of the Metro Police, and I'm just going to speak to her in just a moment. Ma'am, a very good evening to you. Thanks indeed for your time. I see you out quite in your numbers this evening. I think I counted maybe about 40 of your men and women out this evening.
Actually, we're 60 here as JMPD. We also have our other law enforcement partners, which is SABC, including Gauteng Traffic. So we are actually here full force showcasing safety and security for the citizens of Johannesburg.
Ma'am, it must have been quite a mammoth task, because I think usually Johannesburg Metro Police would have it slightly easier during this time, but quite a number of people decided to stay back. What have been some of the challenges for you as the Metro Police? Because it's not just about ensuring that people are not drinking and driving. There's added issues now due to COVID-19, taverns that are operating outside of the hours that they're supposed to operate. Talk to us a bit about the challenges that you've been having as the department.
Look, ever since the lockdown, most of the challenges that we've been faced with as a department is, amongst other things, non-compliance in terms of the DMA regulations and liquor outlets that are operating outside their regulated times. And some of the liquor outlets don't even have required documentation for them to be operating. So it has been a tough year for us as law enforcement. However, we're up to a task. We have been doing all that we can to make sure that the citizens of Johannesburg are safe.
How many arrests have been made yet this evening, ma'am?
So far, we have arrested 3 drunken drivers. One is actually 8 times above the limit, the legal limit. So we have already arrested 3 of the drivers who have been driving under the alcohol.
So you plan to be here, throughout this particular period. I know as well what you'll also be monitoring in a couple of hours' time. Of course, that curfew comes into effect. Have you had some challenges in terms of non-compliance in that particular part, especially because many have stayed behind?
True. People are actually not staying in their houses. Even after 2200 hours, we try to make sure to sensitize people that in an hour's time they need to be in their houses. So from 10 o'clock, 2200 hours on daily basis, that's what we actually doing. We actually outreaching to people to tell them that, guys, this is, you only left with an hour, you need to be in your houses. The challenges that we come across, some of the people, they'll tell you that they are waiting for their Uber, they are waiting for the drivers, they are waiting. So most of the people that we find actually during curfew hours are people that are not even supposed to be on the road. So it's just a challenge. My humble appeal is for people just to listen to the president, to listen to the executive mayor of Johannesburg. He has been making a plea for the citizens of Johannesburg to actually comply with the regulations in terms of DMA.
Thank you very much indeed. Andrew Mukase, who is the chief of the Metro Police, will walk towards this direction. We'll ask my colleague Tabiso Paki to come with me. You see at this particular hour, both the Johannesburg Metro Police as well as the South African Police Service checking cars, checking discs, checking what's inside those cars as well. And shocking, as you would see there, Tepi. So you heard from the chief of the Metro Police indicating that one of those arrested was 8 times, I'll repeat that, 8 times above the legal limit. That person has been arrested for drunken driving. So at this particular, let's go towards this taxi here at the moment, Tepi. So I know I'm taking up quite a lot of your time. You will forgive me, but we'll try and speak. Sanbonan, baba. Ninjani. Sibona ukuthi wonke umuntu ufaka imask besicela ukukhuluma nomama. Vulani mama sanbonan. Ame ngize ngapha ke. Stay with me for a second, that's Episo. We'll do our own little compliance check there at the moment. Let's try and open. Sanbonan, cala ninivulele lapha. Hawu siyabonga. Ninjani? Wonke umuntu ufaka imaski. Ngiyanibona. Awoniya kuphi? You're going to Bramfisher, Durban Deep, Tepi, so that's where this taxi is going. I see everyone is complying here. Nisizwa kanjani kodwa ukuthi amaphoyisa asemgaqweni mhlawumbe bazonivikela nani ukuthi nifike nihambe kahle lapho niyakhona.
That's nice. Ngithabile mama. Bayetsa hantle, ke re bayetsa mosebetsi wa bona. Ka re ba bang ba feta mo ba nwele di accident di ba teng. O kena le batho ba sa nna mo kotsing. So ra leboga ke ntwe.
Oh, Mama saying there it's a good thing that there's so much police on the road at this time because obviously they would feel much safer. Now it's some ngiyabona ukuthi uvumelana nalokho nje.
Ngiyavumelana wesiking khathi mam president o buila ke ga today yana ke tsela go yana go berekiwe ba bereke ke ba bona go ba dira teko ya bona today.
All right,
that's nice.
All right, thank you very much guys. Libene Christmas emnandi. Merry Christmas kuni nonke. Merry Christmas. Nathi sisemsebenzini. We'll come towards this direction and you see what point towards here Tepi. So just 1 second. You look at that contingent right there. It's going to be this way for quite a number of hours. It looks like we have another arrest there. You see police at this particular point just frisking down one of these gentlemen here, asked to open the boots of their cars, checking exactly what's taking place in there as well. Molweni machisa ninjani? Hawu singakhuluma akuna nix kodwa emotweni la.
Efana nayo.
Asazi phela siyabuza. Okay, Bob.
Let's go to passage.
Yebo.
Then we must make sure that everybody gets searched. Once you stop the car. The first thing that you do, you search the driver. From there, after searching the driver, then you search the car. You make sure that everything is up to order. But the car must always be, it must just be switched off.
All right.
Yeah, so that you make sure that you search everything. If there's a gun or something, then you must make sure that
gents, there's no guns here. I'm just kidding with you. Okay. Thank you very much. I think Tepi, that's where I'm going to leave it at this particular moment. We'll come to you again very shortly. We'll give you another tally in terms of how many people have been arrested. It seems like police, are really going to have their work cut out for them at this particular time, specifically because there are so many cars that are on Johannesburg's roads this evening, because of course many people have not gone away. And again, I mean, what they're dealing with specifically at this time during the festive season is the issue of drunken driving. And again, one of those arrested was 8 times over the limit. So I think, that's one of the challenges that, the Metro Police Department as well as SABC are going to be dealing with this evening. Drunken driving and, a breaking of the lockdown rules, the curfew itself as well. So they're going to be out here for quite a while and we'll stay with them.
All right, thank you very much. From my colleague Chriselda Lewis.